Behind me, we see a small space that I've patched up and cleared up a little bit. We are going to be building our next project, even though the other ones aren't even anywhere near finished, like the office building and the factory, which I haven't started yet. But that's just minor details, minor details. We are going to be building a blacksmith house right here, right there. I figured what is it the best place, the best thing to put right at the foot of the fortress? It just had to be a blacksmith shop. Like, what else could go there? It, it's perfect, you know. The ruler of the castle would needs to get his weapons and armor somewhere and stuff like that, so it's got to be accessible. So I figure we'll take up an amount of this space. It'll probably be a house with like a workshop attached to the side. We'll probably build it here-ish. And I got these mud blocks that will make some kind of kiln type structure for the forge. Make it look like a big mud furnace kind of thing. And we'll try and build like an actual looking blacksmith shop. There'll be chains hanging, there'll be tools. Maybe we'll imprison a villager over there. I'll probably have a smithy table as well. Alrighty, so we've got a general idea of the shop itself, how it's going to look. We've got our big forge furnace in the back there, made with the mud. I'll probably make a couple extra staircases to fit there. And we have that wall and that wall made of all stone, since, you know, it's going to be like right up against the house, right? And then the floor of the house itself will be raised up just one block, maybe two, but I'm thinking one right now. And it will probably wrap around just a little bit. I'm going to need to make more mud blocks, and this will be like a central fireplace for the house, as well as the furnace for the blacksmith shop. I figure that'll be a nice cool little detail. And then inside we've got some kind of beaming, because maybe we'll make it a second story high and there'll be like a little apartment on top or something. Or maybe it'll be a spot where he'll show off his wares. I'm not sure yet. But I've been looking a little bit at some pictures, you know, for a little bit of inspiration. And I got a couple ideas brewing. I just gotta put some of this muck away because I'm gonna need all my inventory space. Oh, here, we'll put the armor on. There's really no point to not wearing it. Aside from me being the strange person that I am. That'll add a little bit of texture to the inside. And then here we'll just add another layer. Oops. Actually, maybe I won't make it wrap right around. It'll just kind of... Yeah, maybe I'll keep it like that. This will be the outside, and then the house will just be on this side. Yeah, I like that idea better. I like that idea better. Don't mind me, I just had to get a better look at it. to be sure that's what I wanted. There. Make it look a little more interesting, I guess. Not really, but whatever. We could probably make it look more interesting by adding something like granite in there. Break up the texture a little bit. But we'll worry about texturing later. For now, that's what we got. We're going to build the house out on this side. Probably, actually, to make it like an interesting shape, we'll pull the house out this way and make it one section over this way. And we can probably have it wrap up on top. Or it can just be one little section here and it'll go on top most of the house. Kinda like that idea. Alright, so we've got an upstairs, sort of, kind of, and we've got a little bit of an interior for the shop. Nothing much yet, but it's a start. We've got now English. We've got a barrel of water here for the blacksmith to quench his materials in, and we've got the anvil, which is definitely kind of high up, but that doesn't matter. Got a light in the middle. We're gonna have a floor that sits probably on top of the beams. We'll do it all in oak slabs. Actually, I can probably do that while I'm talking. That way we've got stuff going on. And we're gonna have walls here. I will set up windows, but for now it's gonna be a little bit solid. I definitely do not have enough concrete powder, so I'm gonna have to work on that. I realized my mic was over my head. I'm probably hardly audible throughout all of that. Bad, Joe, bad. People need to be able to hear you. Okay, so we'll get like a shelf set up there. No, no, we won't. Not there. That looks silly. That looks silly. Oh, I didn't give myself a good amount of space here, did I? Here's what you get, Joe. Here's what you get. Oh well, I guess that's okay for now. Oh, and now that we actually have our staircase, yeah, that looks okay. I guess I could actually shift it over one. I don't know. I kind of liked it better in the corner. Yeah. But I think I want these to be more like this. Yeah, that looks better. There, that looks much better. just to make it look a little more interesting. No, 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 no. That doesn't work. That don't work with it. Yeah, it looks better without it, I think. Maybe we'll set some kind of shroud over the windows next time, but I'm not sure. This took me long enough. Long enough. Here you go. We've got a bit of a roof going now. I might have gotten a little bit carried away and forgotten to mention when I had a plan for it. I wanted it to be kind of a round roof, and I wanted it to be dark in contrast to the rest of the build. Like the frame is the only dark thing going on about it, really. Everything else is nice pale white, bright colors, right? So I went with the deep slate and black stone, mostly stairs and brick, and I thought it looked pretty nice. Actually, I still think it looks pretty nice. I found myself walking down the hill and looking at it thinking, wow, that looks pretty okay, actually. I forgot that I built it for a minute there. Especially since I had been watching a Hermitcraft video not that long ago, too, so, it really, to me, looks like it was actually done well. So, it just needs a little bit of cleaning up here, like those little edges where I didn't put in some stairs, stuff like that. I particularly like how it worked out for this side. It's just the perfect shape. Whereas on the other end, it's a little wider, so I guess I probably could have made it taller, which actually would look pretty okay. If I make it a little bit taller, then it will be less flat looking at the top, and it'll create a little more depth and interest to the whole roof, right? And obviously we're going to make more mud and stack that up a little higher, um, which may interfere with what we can do on that side of the roof, but that's okay because we have the other side. Over here, we might build just a tiny little window section because, well, when you build a roof this tall, you can't not make the attic accessible. It's kind of what I'm doing up in the keep over there. What was going to be a 2-story build is going to be potentially 4 stories just because of how big I built the roof. And I've even contemplated taking out a spot in the middle of it and making a taller tower. Yeah, that's all I got right now. My brain just deleted every section of memory I have at the moment. We might clean it up a little bit on this bottom edge as well, make it stick out a little further with some more stairs or something like that. I'm either going to do an upside down stair or just a slab along the bottom, something very simple, kind of like what we have down here. Other than that, I'm pretty happy with it. We might raise this section up a little bit more. We might not. It'll be inside anyway, so we can make the inside look a little nicer. Because the only reason I want to make it taller is because I realized just how short the room kind of feels with the slab floor the way I have it set, and I probably could have made this one taller. So it kind of feels a little short, but that's okay. I like it. We'll make we'll make it actually taller inside than it appears to be outside with the beams. Anyway, that's what we got going for our little blacksmith shop right now. Maybe it'll end up having an actually completed interior other than this little section here. We'll see. We shall see. I tend to never complete anything, so it might stay like this. we'll have a whole village of incomplete buildings that might be pretty cool. Might also look really weird, but you never know. You never know till you give it a shot.